he would play. Hello and welcome to episode 3 of Podcast Recast, the podcast where we
recast your favourite movies.
That's right, and this week we are doing Back to the Future in honour of the 30-year anniversary that was very recently.
That, and I recently took a little trip back in time as well, so it seemed quite apt.
How was it? How were the dinosaurs? They looking good?
Not that far, I'm talking like seconds.
Okay. Right, so on this episode, for those of you who are new to the series, every week we recast our favourite movie or one of the suggestions, and we'll take the main characters and we'll recast them if they were being shot today.
And the rules are you're not allowed to use anyone who's already in the movie.
Correct.
And you're most definitely under no circumstances allowed to use Andy Serkis in a morph suit.
No, because that's our choice. Only we can say that.
He's the correct answer to everything.
That's the right answer for every actor.
And it's quite apt as well that we're doing Back to the Future because we each get one time machine that we can use to age or make younger any particular actor that we decide to put forward.
That's right. So without any further ado, let's get started.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
So this week we're doing Marty, obviously the main character, Doc,
I love that you wrote down Morty.
Morty, yeah. Anyone who hasn't watched Rick and Morty, go watch it. It's arguably one of the best sci-fi comedy things to come out of Adult Swim in years.
I'm not sold on it yet.
Just wait, just keep watching. Each episode is like a high-level sci-fi concept done to perfection.
He's just had a kid with the arms coming out the head. That person. It's interesting. It's funny, but I'm still not 100% sold on it. I'm not a Rick and Morty fan.
I love the way he just talking and he's just burping all the time. Hey Rick, let's go to some other planet and kill someone. Okay.
Actually, the dog episode I like. That's quite funny.
There's some great ones coming up. Anyway, we have Marty, not Morty, Doc, Emmett Brown, Biff the bully,
which is also Biff Jr. as well, isn't it?
Biff Jr. Yeah, it is. The dad. Which, remember, actually, the same actor plays the younger dad when they go back into the 50s and the older dad in modern times. The mum, and similarly, is played a younger version in the 50s. So for the dad and mum, we've had to pick, an actor or actress who can play both roles.
Should we start with the Doc? I think the Doc's a good place to start.
You reckon?
I reckon. Or should we go...
All right, do it.
Let's start with the Doc. Okay, right. What is Doc Brown? What is he? He's a mad scientist.
Lunatic.
He's got that crazy look in his eyes. You need somebody who is that equal level of lunacy. I've actually written down 2 names.
Okay.
Right, and depending on your reaction to the first name is depending whether I'm joking or not. So you need somebody with that sort of slightly bizarre look in their eyes that you can imagine would be invented a fucking time machine. And so I've gone for Shia LaBeouf. I'm joking, no.
Actually, I'm not sure now.
I haven't actually gone for Shia LaBeouf.
But I'm wondering if you aged him, if he could be just crazy enough. Because he's actually a lunatic now, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's lost the plot a bit.
I think. Oh, I did have a T. Is it written there with a time machine? Actually, no. I'm going for Shia LaBeouf.
Okay, what was the other one?
The other one was Stuart Townsend, for a very specific reason.
Okay.
Because that kid played Marty McFly for like half the first film, and then he was fired and they reshot loads of it.
No, it wasn't Stuart Townsend.
No, it wasn't Stuart Townsend, but Stuart Townsend has got a history. He was like Wolverine, he was in Thor, and he was in Lord of the Rings, and he was fired from all of them, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And I thought it'd be quite apt that he then comes back as Doc Brown and then gets replaced halfway through with Shia LaBeouf. No, I'm going for Shia LaBeouf, slightly aged. The guy is a nutcase. I think he could play a nutcase pretty well. I wouldn't be surprised if he's working on a time machine personally. And didn't he just do like 3 days where you can watch every single movie of his?
Yeah, he just live streamed himself watching all of his movies.
He's great. He's one of those things. I wouldn't.
Have you seen the video? What's that behind you? It's Shia LaBeouf.
Oh, and they go
Shia LaBeouf.
All out with that, don't they? They have like, and it finishes, it's just him clapping.
And at the end, yeah, he's a lunatic. What else? Did you see the motivational speech he did at...
Do it!
Just do it! And he just flexes his muscles like intimidating. Genius.
But-
And to do that on green screen was actually genius. They've literally
Everyone.
put it in every single movie.
But he's one of those people. The world is a richer place because of lunatics like that. I wouldn't want to have him around for supper, but I'm pleased that he exists. All right, who do you go for the doc?
Okay, I wanna make Doc slightly different. I like that he's a raving lunatic and a bit kind of like off the wall, but I was thinking we just tone him down a little bit. Still keep him crazy. Wait for it. I want him to be a bit more kind of like a stoned professor.
Yeah.
Right? Bill Murray.
Bill Murray. Oh, that's a good. That's
Just
a
kind
good
of
choice.
like doesn't give a shit almost professor, and he just kind of accidentally stumbles upon his inventions, or he's just he's a genius, but you know, just is so nonchalant about it.
Are you time machining him at all? Or just Bill Murray now?
Bill Murray now.
Right, I'll just load up a little picture of Bill Murray. Let's see what he looks like now. He's very plain. He could.
Come on.
Because it's the hand. I can't really. It's audio. I can't really do the hand gesture. You can't see what I'm doing. But the hand gesture where he goes, "Great Scott," like that. It's fantastic, and he's got the crazy eyes.
But Bill Murray would play it so differently, though.
It would be a very different character.
I would love to see the Bill Murray version of Doc.
Sorry, look at. He looked exactly like that. There's a picture here of.
That's a that's a perfect Doc. Look at it.
He does it
Bill
like a
Murray
bit of a
at
mad
the
professor.
Oscars.
Bill Murray at the Oscars in 2014. Oh, I don't know, but Shia LaBeouf looks properly mental. I just can't take him seriously. What are we saying? Bill Murray as the Doc or Shia LaBeouf?
If it was Shia LaBeouf, it would have to be aged, though.
That'd be the time machine.
Are you time machining him?
I'm time machining Shia LaBeouf. There's a big T next to his name for time machine.
You know what? Even though I really like my Bill Murray, I like how ballsy your Shia LaBeouf is. So we're gonna go for Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf, I love that Shia LaBeouf. Yeah,
Okay.
Shia LaBeouf.
This is interesting. I think he deserves a chance to do something crazy, and I think he might just be able to pull it off.
I think he'd do it well. All right,
And
so,
you know, if after 3 weeks of shooting we don't like him, we just cast Bill Murray.
yeah, and that's what will happen, won't it? It'd be like halfway through we just completely swap the cast out.
All right, Biff.
Biff. Okay, I've got another bit of a left field choice for Biff.
Okay.
But you go first. You go first with your Biff.
Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
He's quite. How old is he now?
They'd have to young him up a bit. but
Are you time machining your time machine on Dwayne the Rock?
I'm saving my time machine for Marty.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
He's a bit old, isn't he?
Right. He's a bully, isn't he?
He could play the bully.
What is he at his core? He's a knobhead, isn't he? Alright, so my thinking was you gotta go for the biggest knobhead. I've gone for Biff, played by Justin Bieber.
Oh my god, that's actually perfect.
Can you not?
That's actually perfect.
I think you make a great
Do you know
Biff.
what?
'Cause
You're nailing this right now. I think this episode is all you. Justin Bieber. Oh my god,
Justin Bieber.
Wow.
That could be great.
that's brilliant. Oh my god.
Can you imagine him as well? Like hey, what's that over there? Smack! Oh, that smack in the face in the
Just
car.
that instead of this big hunking guy, just like the fucking weedy, annoying, little
Slightly whiny.
white privileged fucking dickhead from LA. Like
He's Canadian though, isn't he? Justin Bieber?
whatever.
But
He's one of those fuckers.
That smack in the face that the dad does at the end, and he just goes
Can
and
you-
smacks him in the face. That would be superb.
The audience would erupt.
Because you people hate Biff.
They do.
I hate Biff.
We hate Justin.
We do. I've never done anything wrong to me
Do
personally.
you know what? Actually, I gotta give props to the guy. There was a trailer for something I saw recently. Zoolander 2.
Zoolander 2.
And you know what? Justin Bieber was great in that. He does this bit where he's dying on the floor and he's just like, oh God, gotta say bye to all my fans. He takes a selfie and he just pouts just before he dies. It's so good. Okay, yeah, no, you know what? Justin Bieber, brilliant, genius.
Alright, should we go for Marty?
No, it has to be last.
Marty last.
So the dad.
Right. But that's a tricky one. You need to have someone that can look old and young.
I've got it.
Who have you got?
Seth Rogan.
Seth Rogan.
It's definitely Seth Rogan. He doesn't need to be aged. He's got one of those faces with a beard. He could be, even with some makeup, and they used heavy makeup in the original movies. With makeup, he would play a perfect dad. And the thing is, he's got a bit of that bumbling fool going on, and that's what the dad is. You know, he's kind of this unconfident, bit of a weird guy.
Like up a tree peeping away.
I mean, you can so see Seth Rogen doing that. This peeping Tom, and definitely that he's got that nerd thing that you support him, you want him to succeed, and then when he finally turns around and punches Justin Bieber in the face. I mean, picture that scene.
I can imagine Seth Rogen being bullied by Justin Bieber constantly.
Yeah. And the fact that he's probably bigger, like much bigger in every direction than Justin Bieber.
I went for Ty Burrell. Do you watch Modern Family?
Which one is he?
He's Phil in Modern Family.
Oh. Yeah, but he looks like the actor.
He does. I think
he's too old.
He is too, but he could play young as well. But I do think that is a Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen. That's it. Boom. Seth Rogen.
I just want to see Seth Rogen punch Justin Bieber now.
Yeah, I think that could work quite well.
Okay.
Yeah. Right.
So the mum.
Yeah.
As soon as I thought of Seth Rogen, I instantly thought about an actress who would just work perfectly with him. Sarah Silverman.
Sarah Silverman. You've nailed these parents.
I think they would be the perfect pair, and they have their own brand of comedy.
It would give the because the mum, does she? All people remember from the mum is that there's that sort of slightly dodgy incesty bit.
Yeah, and Sarah Silverman would just go to town on that scene.
And
she would make it so awkward.
She would make it funny in other ways, but and give us a bit of character. I think I put Linda Hamilton, but I think she's out compared to Sarah Silverman and Seth Rogen together would be great. That's a good pairing.
And as a couple as well, they would just do it. They would do it. They've got so much chemistry together.
That could work. That could work.
Brilliant. All right, and now,
imagine Justin Bieber trying to. That scene where they're in the car, he's like, "What's on, McFly?"
Yeah.
That where Justin Bieber is basically trying to rape Sarah Silverman.
Yeah.
And then you know that shot where the head appears just between her going,
yeah.
"Oh, help me, George."
Help. Yeah.
That Sarah Silverman doing that would be funny as
That
because
would be so
you're
good.
not sure if she's taking the piss or if she's.
But that's the thing. That's what I love about it. It's almost like all the cast we've thought of are really. It's kind of self-aware movie, isn't it?
Right. You know, everyone says, there's never going to be a part 4 of Back to the Future. They're never going to remake it. Or I think what's his name? Rob Zemeckis said, when I die, this is when they'll probably remake it.
They should remake it with these
people.
Actors.
I mean, Seth Rogen. And
you know
Sarah
what? They
Silverman.
should do an SNL sketch of this scene we've just described.
What with Sarah Silverman?
And Sarah Silverman, Justin Bieber, and Seth Rogen. An SNL sketch remake of this scene.
That would work.
How amazing would that be? Right now, I'm telling you.
Right, the big one.
All right, the big one. Marty McFly.
Marty McFly.
Duck!
Not Morty. You mean the duck's alive? I love it. I'm a fan of Michael J. Fox. He's a.
Oh my god, what a legend!
He's I've read his biography, and he had brain surgery, and he was sort of speaking, and his voice was something because of his Parkinson's.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy.
Right, I've actually put 2 people down.
Fire away.
But I'll tell you who I've put down. I know which is the real one I'm going for. I put down Douglas Booth. Because we were speaking about him a moment ago, I think you'd play it off. But I'm actually going to I'm going for Jennifer Lawrence. Have you put it as well?
No. I think it's a great idea. I think
because just think about. Tell me who you've got, and then we'll extract exactly who Marty is.
So then, what you have Justin? Oh my God, Justin Bieber tries to rape the dad. He tries to rape Seth Rogen.
No, he tries to rape Sarah Silverman because I think that'd be funny.
But no, because you have to swap the roles, right?
I've swapped because.
How funny would that be, though?
This is
Justin Bieber trying to rape Seth Rogen.
No, Justin Bieber isn't trying to rape Seth Rogen.
Yeah, because he's trying to... Remember, Marty would have to try and help his parents fall in love, right?
Yeah.
And in this case, unless we make Jennifer Lawrence lesbian, but it just doesn't... Unnecessary... It doesn't fit the scene of the... Especially in the 50s, that would never roll.
No, it wouldn't in the 50s, but...
I like the idea, but I think you just have to change the scene a bit.
Which scene are you talking about? Well, the scene where Justin Bieber gets punched by Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
But why? Because you can have Sarah Silverman still being... Because, she's still got a mum. Just because she's a woman.
But if you're swapping the roles...
Yeah, you don't have to swap all the roles. I'm just saying, swap her. And then you can end up casting that bloke that plays Peter that she loves so much in the Hunger Games as the...
So what, I guess Jennifer Lawrence is just coaching her dad to woo her mother.
Yeah, and you can have a funny thing where the dad's like, well, maybe I should go with you. He's like, whoa, no, you've got to go for her because you like her. So it becomes almost like that friend scenario as opposed to the male bonding scenario.
Yeah,
I think that could work.
Okay, yeah, I'm feeling it.
Is that working from a timeline perspective? Because there we are.
I think. Okay, so I've gone for. I'm using the time machine card. I'm using a very young and slim. Maybe not slim. Who knows?
Seth Rogen's the dad.
Jack Black.
Jack Black. Jack Black. Right, I'm just gonna Google. Right, it's a time machine, not a slimmifier.
Just because
young Jack Black.
The movie, I think, the part requires someone with enough intensity, enough facial expression to go there to do those crazy eyebrow movements. That it's really dramatic movie. It's a bit over the top, and Jack Black has the intensity in the eyes. He's an over the top character.
Have you seen a picture of Jack Black as a teenager?
Let's see.
That's inspired. That isn't that because he could play it, but he might get fired halfway through and get replaced by Jennifer Lawrence.
You know what? Okay, look, let's do this because I really like the Jennifer Lawrence play. I think she's got enough sass.
Can I say that's the reason I'm not going? Oh, I was going to be a girl because it's controversial and change it around. It's because you need somebody right. You need somebody who's quite. He's cool. He's scrappy as well. You need somebody quite cool, quite scrappy.
She's got it. She's definitely channeling Michael J. Fox. Yeah. Definitely. That's why I'm feeling it. So let's just say, okay, in this scenario, we actually hired first time a young Jack Black, and we shot, say, 6 weeks of footage, and then just halfway we figured it's just not working. He had to go back and film, whatever it is he was filming. Then we just pulled Jennifer Lawrence out of Hunger Games, and we just said, look, we need you for this movie.
What do you say, pull her out? Did you actually mean pull her out of the Hunger Games? So she's in the arena, and then she
with a bow and arrow
gets pulled out and goes, right, you've been voted out to go and play. Oh, but can you imagine Jack Black's face when it's like, right, everybody in the crew, there's some exciting news. Gonna have to say goodbye to Jack Black, I'm afraid.
Replace him with Jennifer Lawrence.
I know. I could see as well, like the cool bits, like on the skateboard. I can see her doing that, especially even. I know we're not talking about the other parts, but in part 2 when you're on the hoverboard, and she sort of jumps off into the water, I can see her doing that.
Yeah. Oh my
her
God,
with just her, her coaching Seth Rogen of how to get Sarah Silverman would be brilliant.
Oh my God, I think you know what, I gotta give it to you, Ali. On this episode, you've come out with the real showstoppers here. All the main characters, they're brilliant.
So just truly recap. We've got Biff played by Justin Bieber.
Yes.
You've got Marty. I like this cast. I want to see this movie.
I really want to see this movie.
You've got Jennifer Lawrence as Marty McFly. You've got a time machine Shia LaBeouf as the Doc.
I don't even think he needs to be time machine. Maybe to 40. I reckon with some good makeup, Shia LaBeouf could be a brilliant Doc actually. But he needs to literally just.
He needs to chill for a bit though.
No, the exact opposite. He needs to just lose it. He needs to keep going on his lunatic rampage, and in this role, he just needs to go off the end. He just needs to lose it. I want to watch this movie.
He just needs to do it.
Yeah. He just needs to do it. I want to see him. I want to watch this movie and not know if he's acting or if he's just being himself,
or if he genuinely thinks that he's traveling back in time. Oh.
He goes full method.
I want to see a movie with Shia LaBeouf and Charlie Sheen taking a road trip together.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I think Shia LaBeouf's not like a womanizer, is he? He's just a lunatic, isn't he?
Why Charlie Sheen though?
Because he's also a lunatic. But and then so we were recapping. The mum is being played by Sarah Silverman, and the dad is being played by Seth Rogen. Possibly a time machine because you're going to use your time machine on Seth Rogen. Oh no, you weren't, were you? Because he lives in a time machine anyway.
I think Sarah Silverman and Seth Rogen are pretty much the same age, and they could just be dolled up to look younger. The first two original actors were dolled up to look older. We could just do it the other way around this time around.
So I just got back to the Future. It really disappointed me. You know that fire effect, which I think is a really cool effect. How it shoots between their legs.
Oh yeah, it was badly composited, wasn't it? And it always kind of like.
I didn't realise it was composite. I thought they just let out a line of petrol and just set fire and went whoosh between the legs. And I only say this because I know that I've done that. Like me and my brother, I grew up on a farm. We sort of let out some, petrol, stood over it, fire straight between our legs. No harm done.
Trust me, Ali, this will work. Just don't move.
No harm done at all.
You sure? Yes. Wait, was this with Duncan?
Yeah.
Wait, you were setting him on fire, weren't you?
No, we set out like a line of petrol and would stand over it, like in Back to the Future, and throw a match down, whoosh straight to our legs.
Wow.
And it's not, it's not.
Not dangerous.
No, don't do it.
You burnt the hairs off your balls, but hey.
Well, that's all right. We were, it's part of our nut sleeping campaign. I'm excited for this movie.
I really
Back
want
to
to
the
watch
Future remake. I'm on board with it. I know. It's a fantastic. The story belongs to whoever tells it the best, and if these guys do it and they do it really well, I'm on board with it.
But you know what? I think this version could be done as a really self-aware remake. Version. Where it's just paying homage to the original, and it's literally almost a shot-for-shot remake, but with these actors just completely taking the piss, just completely just going nuts.
I think I'm more thinking now it should maybe be a Saturday Night Live sketch.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm thinking if they gathered all these actors and just did an SNL movie,
and then if that does well, do you know what? Let's go and do it as a proper. I think it could be funny. When Rob Zemeckis pops it, they'll do a part 4 and a part 5 because it's probably the biggest property that hasn't been remade. Cool, but yeah,
for good reason.
Well, that is the
that's it.
That is the show because
but Ali, at the end of the day, we're just wrong, aren't we? We're just wrong.
Shia LaBeouf? Are you kidding me? Justin Bieber?
They're okay, but
they're not.
It's
great.
Not the right choice. It's not the only choice because, of course, the only choice is Andy Serkis in a motion capture suit,
playing every single character.
There you go.
I'd watch that movie.
I would.
I think that'd be the greatest movie ever made.
Any movie would be. Right, thanks guys. That was episode 3 of Podcast Recast. We'll be back next week. Oh, and before we leave, a message from our sponsors. If you fancy supporting this podcast, please click the link below. And you need some web space, perhaps. Do you have a website? Are you a creative professional who needs to put their portfolio online?
Or are you an eccentric millionaire who wants to help us out and just wants to click buy and buy loads of domains?
More likely. Please purchase some domain space. Thank you.
And follow us on Twitter, on Facebook,
Smash that like button.
On Bebo.
Bebo is our main channel for distribution.
And again, please leave some comments of what you think of what you want us to do next time.
Yeah. Any recommendations?
Apart from we did a Jurassic Park 1 and it didn't record properly.
Ali used to work in the sound department.
No.
It's hard to believe your brother actually works in sound.
He's really good. He's on all sorts of stuff.
And you can't operate a bloody microphone.
But there's a Jurassic Park 1 that I thought was really good. We will come back to that eventually. That was my personal favourite cast that we had, but we'll come back to that. But we'll see you guys next week.
Ciao.